from the rejuvenated Gaslamp Quarter in downtown. Peter Presley will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Lifted the other way to left center. Rocha is in pursuit. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Hey, there's a hard hit ball that was going to be down for extra bases. The ball had some spring on it, and it bounced over the wall, and the ground rule double puts him on second base.
At the plate, number 1. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Now here it comes. This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. And that's off the left field wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, that's his second double of the game, and I thought it might have enough to get out of here. Banged it off the wall, and he's looking really good in this one.
Digging in and looking for more, number 1. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. First delivery to him on the way. High in the air out to center field. Cato is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Let's play ball.
So striding forward now, number 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Looped out towards short. And this will be pulled in easily for the final out of the inning. (7-4) is the final score in tonight's game. San Diego led this game.
With the team's chances hanging by a thread, this skipper calls for a last stand.
Afternoon baseball. Next to the plate for the Padres, number 1. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ryan has a play, and that's the 3rd out. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Robert Reese, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Robert Reese.
The 1-2. Out towards second. Reined in. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. back now in the desert. Digging in, number 1 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. To first. He's got it. Oh, but the feet is offline. Didn't hit the shortstop covering the bag. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes...
Digging in, number 1. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Number 1.
First offering on its way. And first pitch swinging as this is bounced on the ground towards short. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Digging in now for San Diego, number 1. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Right side, backhanded. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark.
Winner moves on. Loser sees their season come to an end. MLB Network brings you exclusive coverage of the winner-take-all wild card game. A chance now to give you a look at the pot. So digging in now, number 1, ready to get his day at the plate started right here. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag, and he's back in standing. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Madrid, base runner at first with 1 out. Here it comes on 0-2. Hit in the air out to center field. Payne waits on it. 2 gone. Coming to the plate now, number 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Little dribbler down the line. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there.
A check-in call from a representative. A veteran gets a check-in call from the franchise trainer. Spring training is about knocking off the rust and getting ready to once again chase a title. An all-star player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar. A manager exhorts his team regarding a deficient area of production. Total mastery of a skill requires continual refinement. This manager is looking to get more production out of his hitters. A player's agent calls to touch base. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar on the development of his signature skills. A manager draws attention to a telling defensive stat. An all-star player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. As the trade deadline approaches, contending teams are looking for ways to improve. Contract year players on subpar teams can expect to draw interest. A manager checks in with his ball club. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. A manager checks in with his ball club. An agent calls his client with an update. A coach presses a player to keep raising the bar. A coach challenges a player to continue to round out his game. A skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some resilience in how they finish a rough season. An early winter check-in. A veteran gets a check-in call from the franchise trainer. Spring training has come again, and major leaguers begin the process of readying themselves for the challenges of another long season. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches. Elite players become so by continuing to look for ways to refine and improve their skill sets.